Malta, Pex, Tux, Inns, and Alistair. The main lineup for Chiefs against Funky Monkeys with Andy, Yorimato, Stat, Blitz, and Waif as well. They're coming into the knife round here, and this, like Deadline has explained, will decide who gets to pick the starting side of this map on Train. Chiefs going to start it off pretty strong, and they will take it out. And that's probably the best knife round I think we've seen so far in this league, with three of them staying up. Very dominant.
And you can see right there, Chiefs have opted to stay as expected. So this right here is the time for Funky Monkeys to say, look guys, we have nothing on our shoulders, no expectations. Let's prove ourselves and let's get some rounds on the board.
I mean, Funky Monkeys did very, very well in the first week against Atletico. They started the season as the only team to 2-0 in week 1. So for them to now be looking to push forward, I mean, they lost in the second week. Third week's their time for redemption, get back up a bit on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, and you can see they have something lined up. Smokes and flashes are coming out, and already we're in a 4 versus 5.
And Ali going to pick up Wave. Pex gets Blitz, and we'll pick up Stat as well. Andy on Alistair, and we're going to see him fall down. That'll be Yorimato taking the final death for the side, and Chiefs will run out round number 1. Monkeys had a very good push to get onto the site then, but I just feel it wasn't strong enough. They didn't get the bomb down, and Chiefs easy retake before the bomb was able to be planted.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing about the pistol round, is it's so clinical with those pistols. One-shot headshots, you can flick from just about 180 degrees, and that's why the Chiefs players are so renowned for how well they've been doing. And
now we're going to see the CTs play very aggressively. The push-up here, that's Waif down immediately as he goes to approach Ivy Tux, picking him up with the MP7. And a good start for the Chiefs. They're now having metered aggression. It's something we've been talking about week in, week out. For those of you that don't watch Counter-Strike regularly, we're seeing this aggression come from the Chiefs. They're knowing exactly where to place it and what to exploit. You know, coming in the second round, they know that Funky Monkeys aren't going to have board up, and Tux picking up a second kill now. That's Yorimato going down. This is exactly what we expect to see from Chiefs. And Tux is playing very well. They're playing very fluid. It's how the Chiefs have been playing regularly. Andy going to pick up Malta and Alistair as well. A good couple of taps coming out from him. He's going to look for another kill, but won't quite find it yet. And there comes the jump from Inns. A bit cheeky around that corner.
Yeah, you can just see there from Chiefs, putting their aggression in early. It's a great way of startling your opponent. Sweeping them off their feet early on in the game. And this is something I feared, you know, just talking about in the pre-match, where if Funky Monkeys start losing, start getting rattled, you know, mentally, it's going to be really hard to get that momentum back, especially so early on.
Certainly will. And with the start 2-0, Funky Monkeys still saving on pistols, where the Chiefs playing it smart. This is something that NCAT and I spoke about last night, and he'll be a fan of, is they're still using the SMGs to their advantage. Inns is the only one with an M4 here. Malta playing with a pistol, so the Chiefs are looking to extend their lead, but not allow Funky Monkeys to bring this back with anything.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just see here, Funky Monkeys are keeping things simple, staying grouped together, and hopefully at least perhaps get a bomb plant, because you can see it's practically a Glock train, only a couple P250s on Stat and Andy, and look at this from Tux. He's going to get the job done. The SMGs, like you said here, Judge, just doing absolute work.
And there's the 3K for Tux. Unbelievable hold there on the side. Blitz goes to get down, and it's going to be Pex picking him up. Chiefs win out the 3rd round of this series already, and it's a roarer of a game to start us off. Of course, Funky Monkeys will be able to get the bye now.
Yeah, and right now, this is where it's make or break for Funky Monkeys. Of course, there are many chances within this game for the teams to, you know, prove themselves, but this right here is the very first and only. So you can see here, Funky Monkeys spreading out along the upper bathrooms and Ivy area. This is good default to spread. Get a feel for what the CTs are going for here. And, of course, by keeping things basic, they're going to go for basic map control in those brown halls area. Question is, will Pex be able to adjust to this well on that B-bomb site, or will he, you know, sort of get entry picked or not? So, as you can see here, things are quiet. You know, the calm before the storm, as some would say.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, the storm can be brought by the Funky Monkeys. We can't underestimate them either.
Absolutely not. And you can see here, Stat upstairs in that brown halls area. Getting this location in the map so early on in the piece is really great here for Funky Monkeys. Problem is, Chiefs have adjusted accordingly, and they've gotten map control themselves in that pop dog area.
And it's in a slow round. We're back to conservative Australian Counter-Strike here. And the flash comes in from Yori. He drops, and Malta will kill him, saving Tux there with the flash and the kill. And there comes the drop from Stat. Good use of Pop Dog there, and that's going to be the trade coming through there, 1 for 2. Stat picking those up. Andy now pushing on the top of Carriage. It's going to be Inns pushing the site, and we see, of course, the smoke come out. Inns is going to be holding this as tightly as he can, and Chiefs are going to look to rotate. Inns picks up Waif. He's going to look to pick up another here at the back of Train, and will fall down to Stat. That's Stat with a 3K in this round. Blitz picks up Ali, and it's down to Pex.
And this is where the box halls control becomes so handy here, because Pex was so late to that retake, or to even get himself involved, that now he's left in this 1 versus 3, you know, several seconds too late. And you can see right there, Funky Monkeys, after the double pick there from Stat in Pop Dog, have capitalized accordingly and won themselves at that first buy round. And
it's about time. They've now brought it back. Funky Monkeys looking to get on the offensive here, the global offensive, to move forward here in the first map. Chiefs leading this 3-1. Of course, that 2-round lead is going to help. And Stat has called for a pause.
Yeah, you can see here Waif is holding a Glock and no nade, so I think it's fair to say that he may have timed out.
Certainly.
That would also mean that the round is not live.
And Malta having a bit of answer. They're asking if they can stop it and relive this map, this round. Malta saying, nah, I have to forfeit. Not allowed.
Well, you can see straight away that, you know, bit of banter coming out early on in the piece.
That's it. Gotta love it.
I do like a little bit of, you know, tongue-in-cheek.
And at least it's friendly. There's nothing wrong with some friendly banter.
As far as I'm aware, these guys are all mates.
That's exactly right.
Aren't we all?
Nothing wrong between Chiefs and Funky Monkeys.
Well, as far as that goes, I mean...
We are going to have to go to a quick throwback to us here at the desk for a moment, as of course we're not going to be able to have. We're going to have to get that game a little reset for the boys. So, Wave hopefully can connect soon enough, and we can get this ball on and rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's already so much to say about this match. Only 4 rounds in, you know, we saw the early momentum by Chiefs. That for me was a danger sign. That was like, okay, this is where it's going to get a little bit choppy for Funky Monkeys, because they need to prove themselves in that first buy round.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, they successfully do it.
They did, and so moving forward, they're going to look to back that up with another successful round to then reset the Chiefs' economy, push them onto the back foot, and FM looking to potentially, if they win this round, looking to pick up another 2 after that and push this to 4-3, get the flip.
Yeah, and I suppose that's also another aspect as to why, you know, things are so dangerous against Chiefs in certain scenarios like this, where, you know, perhaps Funky Monkeys aren't used to playing from the front, playing from the lead, where, you know, they're against a high echelon opponent that can, you know, sway the momentum so easily in those eco rounds just with pistols. You know, all of a sudden things are caving in on you, and you might not, you know, have that confirmed round which you'd normally expect in an eco. So
that's right. I mean, the Chiefs are sharp with pistols, USPs especially on the CT side. Like, those are dangerous to be in the Chiefs' hands, let alone if they're getting P250s or Deagles.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see how much they can do with nothing.
Yeah.
With absolute no investment whatsoever. And then as soon as you see 300, maybe $700 in, you know, things start getting really dangerous from the Chiefs.
Exactly right. It shouldn't be too much longer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking with us as we try to get this resolved. Of course, we want to see the best Counter-Strike possible, and you can't have that when it's 4v5. So good on them for making sure we get that pause in early, and they didn't get into that round as well. We realised that Waif wasn't there, hadn't bought, hadn't moved, no comms. Okay, he's definitely disconnected. So getting ahead of that 8-ball as well, making sure that, you know, at least their comms are good enough to recognise that a player's not there because they're not talking.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, just to sort of talk about Waif and these individuals, I mean, before we started this game, we said Waif, player to watch out for. I'm starting to change my opinion here, because what we've seen from Stat and Andy so far in this game has been pretty impressive stuff.
It certainly has.
I mean, the double entry pick is from that Pop Dog area, and then the double Deagle pick from Andy. It just goes to show that that this gap between, you know, high-level opponents and perhaps, you know, not what you would expect to be as high-level opponents such as Funky Monkeys, that gap is actually shortening. You know?
Oh, it is.
And they're really bridging it.
And there's studies done amongst esports groups as well, where they're taking out, you know, Oceanic teams, putting them in a exhibition game, but then changing all the names in the servers to play as Europeans. And so for viewers, that aren't, you know, high level, that aren't sitting at GE status, you know, they're not pros themselves, it's actually hard to tell the difference. So for us globally, on the global scale, and that's across games, that's League of Legends, that's CSGO, you know, the gap is shortening considerably despite us being so far removed from the rest of the world. And it's the same locally as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, what better example to see that than in Counter-Strike and in this match tonight? So
yeah, I mean, Funky Monkeys, they've got a brand that's well known amongst our scene for being very independent, meme worthy, and sometimes questionable. But
don't mess with their bananas.
That's right.
That's all I can say.
You can't mess with that stash. But the Chiefs are well respected. This is kind of the two opposite ends of the spectrum here,
exactly.
you could say, in terms of meme and social responsibility. But they're both very competitive teams playing against one another.
Well, look, I look at it this way, okay? So Chiefs, they're the old guard. They know how to get things done. They know the deal. They know the situation, the techniques, the you know, all the approaches. And for Funky Monkeys, you know, they're strong out the gate. You know?
That's right.
But you know, sometimes they might run out of gas and you know, have perhaps not as an exciting.
They've got that enthusiasm of a new recruit, but don't quite have the wisdom to know where to channel
fresh
it
in
yet.
the bed.
That's right.
So you can see here, we're going back into this game. Judge, what can we say so far?
Look, it's going to be, like we said, the second bye round here for the teams. Chiefs, after losing that round, do have a lesser economy. And they're going to be struggling here a little bit, I feel, against the Funky Monkeys. Blitz has an AWP, which is going to be using to try and play the long angles a little harder. And there is the start. Ins picks up stat, and Yorimato Malta getting Andy and Waif. And just as I say the Chiefs might have an issue, they prove me wrong yet again.
So we're literally 20 seconds into this round, and it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point.
And Blitz has been spotted out by Alistair as well before he moved to the back of this rail car. So it's going to be hard for Blitz. He's going to be smart and hopefully hold on to this AWP. Look for a couple of picks if he can. I mean, he's got to hold on for a minute 10 here. So he does have the ability to get a couple of picks, but not much.
Malta right behind him.
Oh, Malta, here he comes. From behind, it's going to be the turn from Blitz, and Malta will drop him down. Chiefs winning out the round, and that is 4-1, and a free AWP to pick up. And one of the new ones as well. That's good looking.
Yeah, it certainly is. And what else is good looking is Chiefs' scoreline right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, Funky Monkeys are certainly on the back foot. And, I mean, to be perfectly honest, this is where things get a little bit scary. You know, you win the first bye round. And you're in this state of balance, this zenith between the two teams where if one team wins, you set back on the eco, or if the opponent wins, it's vice versa. So right now, Funky Monkeys have lost that engagement, and you can see it's crippling them severely.
It certainly is. There's going to be slow play here from the Chiefs as they wait for Funky Monkeys to approach them. FM set back onto the pistol buy. They've got P250s, Andy, the only one with a Glock. And Blitz, of course, playing the Tech 9. No armor on this buy.
Yeah, what's most difficult here is there's no smokes or flashes here for Funky Monkeys, so they can't even get out ramp or top raft, catwalk rather, and even get themselves perhaps a bomb plant. So for right now, it's going to be stat padding from Pex and Ins.
Certainly is. Ins picking up Blitz and Waif and Andy going to get a 3K for himself. And Yori will answer back, and Pex grabs stat. Yori looking for another kill here, not going to find Pex. Going to try and get the bomb planted, and will be fragged out. Alistair hitting that one from deep range.
Yeah, he's showing his forearm skills there, Alistair.
That's it, man. Got to get a good arm on it.
And he certainly has. So as you can see there, I mean, you know, that's where little bits of experience or, you know, long tenure within Counter-Strike can help, you know. Those sort of things like buying an extra smoke, buying an extra flashbang.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're talking about $300 investment. You know, this isn't a huge amount. And to get yourselves a bomb plant, it's all a different story. But look right here, this is a different story indeed.
It certainly is. Blitz picking up Malta to start us off. And the flash coming through. Ins is going to fall, but not before he picks up Andy, and Blitz grabs Alistair on the way through. Tux and Pex going to have to rotate now and get the retake back. Pex is going to be playing from the back of tunnels here, moving towards Ivy. And it is Tux pushing on from up top. He's going to look for the flank coming from T-Spawn.
Yeah, they're on the clock here, Chiefs. They need to make every second count as that 45 seconds does tick away. But right now, it's Pex and Tux to try and, you know, make the initiative and make the frags. And it looks like Pex might be onto something here.
Certainly might be, but he has been spotted out by Waif. He gets one. He's going to look up top. He's seen Stat, but cannot get off the incendiary quick enough. Tux picking up Yorimato and Blitz. Now looking for Stat up top. He's going to get the incendiary down and throw out the flash. Fakes it, and we'll see him, but Stat catches him out just in time. A good round for Funky Monkeys. Blitz picking up the 3K.
Yeah, so right there off the bat in that round, you could see Funky Monkeys, they were quick to get out the gate. It was another one of those 20-second rounds where we saw so much go on so early on in the piece. And right now, I think it's a good bread and butter for Funky Monkeys to approach from, because it throws a spanner in the works for Chiefs. It says, hey, there's chaos, there's, you know, calamity, there's everything right now, and you don't know what to do, but we do, and Funky Monkeys have proven that. They
certainly have. Now looking at the buys for either side, 2 Galils for the side of Funky Monkeys, and AWP on Blitz and the AK for Stat. Andy picking up the UMP, and damage coming down from Inns onto Yorimato there. He's looking for it with the Deagle and manages to get a tag as well. Inns playing the Deagle, but does have a kit, so the team is going to making sure they track his body should he fall. Malta is looking to be playing a bit aggressive there in Ivy with the Mag 7. And of course we've got M4s and Pex and Tux with Alistair on the AWP. And as is AU Counter-Strike, it's going to be until the last minute of the round that we see play come through. Tux getting Andy.
Yeah, this right here is a great start for Chiefs. They're low on the economy and just about every aspect, so to get that first pick is really going to help when this execute comes underway.
Alistair picking up Waif, and it's now going to push Chiefs into the 5v3 advantage here as Yori, Stat and Blitz move out. Stat takes out Pex and the flash in from Blitz to help out. Blitz pre-fires a little early, and Ali has been spotted by Stat, but he doesn't know that Stat's pushing. He's been backed in here, and that is going to be Malta from behind. No damage done, and Ali destroys him. Blitz picks up Alistair, though, and it's going to be Yorimato falling to Malta with the 2. Picks up that AWP, trades out the Mag 7, and it's now a double AWP setup here for the boys at Chiefs.
Yeah, incredible effort there from Alistair, where he was that anchor for the A-bomb site. He needed to make sure that he gets at least 1 frag and then delays as long as possible. And even better so, he was able to get 2 frags in that round. So you can see right there just how much Chiefs are capitalizing on those little bits, just the smallest advantages possible. And right now, that's going to put him in a juicy 6-2 lead.
Juicy. God, that's a good word.
It is what
it's just satisfying.
It is what it is. It's literally juicy when you say it.
It is. You feel that onomatopoeia coming through. Malta grabbing Blitz, but Stat will answer back with the Tech 9 Waif, helping him with some damage. He's going to get the bomb down. Tux picking up 2 before he goes down to Yorimato. Pex getting Yori for the trade, and it's now Stat 1v3 with 16 health. They're going to collapse, and Pex with the nade. Well played, sir. He's going to hit that from downtown. Chiefs winning out yet another round that is 7-2.
These Chiefs guys should just join a basketball team. Really.
They should.
They've got the best arms I've ever seen.
Oh,
the throws of each of these nades have been impeccable.
Normally we're talking about throws in Australian Counter-Strike. It's very far from using a frag.
Yeah, okay. Perhaps the swishes.
That's it. That's
swish.
it.
That's a basketball term, right?
That's it. Yeah, I'll pay that. I'll pay that. Malta picking up Blitz and Waif. He's going to go down, and Tux will help him out, grabbing Andy and Stat. Yori, again, the last man standing, and Inns will take him out as he tries to leave Pop Dog.
Yeah, just a stock standard round there from, Chiefs. Just dealing with the anti-eco accordingly. You could see there, I saw something nice from Funky Monkeys. I saw a smoke grenade, but it was just a little too late. That's all.
I mean, Yori, last man standing, pops it off electrical, coming out of Pop Dog. It doesn't activate before he runs out. I mean, it was going to be a waste of 300 anyway. It's not much of an investment, so put it out there and try and make use of it. Try and get a frag with that Glock. Not going to find it, though, Deadline. We are seeing, of course, Chiefs still on their double AWP setup, and the AWP answering back from Blitz. Alistair's going to look to poke up here.
Yeah, Alistair's really getting into his rhythm here with the AWP. He's pushed just about 4 locations on the map. Unfortunately, missing that shot there on to one of the unsuspecting Ts, I should say, rather. And you can see, I mean, Alistair, he's running all over the map. You can see he's already making a rotation just this early on in the round. And for the AWPer to do that really shows his versatility, which, again, is another trump that you can give to Chiefs.
Standard Chiefs. And look at how aggressively they're playing here as well. Like, they're holding positions, but if you look at Malta, you look at Tux. They've got this site,
Look at where
this
Malta is.
map down. Malta playing back towards the T stairs. He's going to be coming up right from behind to try and get in amongst Funky Monkeys. Of course, looking at Tux, who's playing a little further up. Good nades coming through there, and Malta picks up Yorimato. He's going to be... Oh, my goodness, that's the incendiary for Inns getting stat, and Pex takes out Andy as well. It's now left up to Blitz and Waif. Neither of them with much of an opportunity here as Chiefs meter and sparingly use their utility to get out and prevent the push on the site. There's going to be Pex picking up a kill here for his second. And Blitz flashed out will pick up Pex to return the favor. He's going to have to play this very carefully. He's tagged up, 28 HP. It's going to be the push. Is that a stack?
I'm not sure what's going on here from the Chiefs except winning.
That's about it, Alistair. Picking up the kill to finish us off for the round. Match is paused,
Yeah.
and it's going to be some lag.
Okay, well, as far as this being a technical pause for Funky Monkeys, there's also a great chance for them to talk things through.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, heading into round number 12, 9-2, it's a pretty big score disadvantage here, 7 rounds down, especially when you're in the first half. It's something hard to come back from.
Absolutely, and that just sort of alludes to what I was saying about earlier at the start of this pre-game, where you know, that early momentum is so influential for each of these teams, especially for Funky Monkeys, simply because of having that experience.
Oh yeah.
Because well, having the lack of experience, I should say, rather, where Funky Monkeys they know how to play with momentum, but do they know how to play without it? And right now, doesn't seem so.
And a lot of teams in any esport struggle to do that. It's hard for sporting teams as well to play from behind. It takes a different mindset. It takes a different skill set as well. And changing up the tactics to play in Counter-Strike, to play from the back foot, and to know that your economy is going to constantly be punished is a very hard thing to do. It's something that separates top-tier teams from the rest of the industry.
From the good to the best. That's basically where that disparity lies. And you can see here Chiefs are doing a really good job of just maintaining momentum. That's all it is right here.
And that's all they need to do. I mean, they've got the lead. As long as they maintain that lead, they win.
Exactly, and that just goes to show like the thousands of hours that these guys sink into the game. When, you know, those winning scenarios, they're able to just, you know, breeze on through. Yeah. Right now, it's a question of Funky Monkeys. Can they step up to the plate? 9-2 in the first half so far isn't the end of the world.
Not at all.
9-6 can be maintained here.
Certainly can.
And if that is the case, you know, we could be seeing a more competitive, you know, game here. And for Funky Monkeys, right now, all they got to focus on is how they're deciding to use their utility. Because right now, there's a lack of smokes, there's a lack of flashes, and I definitely know that the individual skill is there. We've seen it from every one of those players there from Funky Monkeys. It's just a matter of getting those smokes and flashes out so that they can get themselves in the prime position for those frags.
And I mean, Chiefs on the flip side, they're using their utility perfectly.
Exactly.
Here. They have so much utility every round because they're winning several rounds in a row. They're stacking up that economy. They're buying up. And they're also surviving a lot. There's not a lot of rounds where Chiefs win that a lot of players drop. Majority of the rounds that we've seen played, they'll still have 3 players left up. So 2 will drop, 3 still okay. That's a very healthy economy.
Yeah.
Trading 2 for 5 is a massive round win. So then they're looking to buy more smokes, more utility, and use that the next round, preventing, like we saw then with the Funky Monkeys attempt to push at B. Like, Chiefs just held them off for so long purely with utility. They just couldn't push through smokes and incendiaries, and that's exactly what you should be doing as a CT. Exactly.
Keeping those numbers up is a direct result of those guys using their nades and their flashes appropriately. So, right there from Chiefs, again, it's just more stock standard stuff for them. Thousands of hours in this game has shown that these guys know how to, you know, lead from the front and show us what's what. That's why it does, again, just come back to what Funky Monkeys are willing to show us tonight in this game. Of course, being trained, this is the map pick of Chiefs.
It is. And we expect Chiefs to win on it. I mean, as it was last season, if you picked the map, you lost the map. Whereas this season, we're seeing them move into a more traditional flow of play, that you pick a map, you're going to be strong on it, and you're going to keep going through.
Yeah, so right there, I mean, for Funky Monkeys, it's not their map. And that's where this sort of veto system is like really intriguing, because right now it's one ban, one pick, one ban, one pick. So you got to have the deepest of map pools, because right now, I mean, even in this scenario, these league matches, basically you need to have a 6 out of 7 map pool. That's what this is saying to us right here.
That's right, and the 7th is Inferno because no one's played that because it only just got added back into the map pool.
Well, you can see here, back in the game.
We are, thank goodness. Blitz hopefully fixed his internet troubles. And the sportsmanship coming out in the chat, as always, from these boys. Have fun as we head into round number 12, minute 45 on the clock. 9-2 is the scoreline with Chiefs and Funky Monkeys. Still left to play out a minimum of 6 rounds. Minimum.
So it looks like they're going for a fake here, to actually a double fake from B ramp. The bomb's been sent out through the smoke at B ramp, but all 4 other players are at Ivy. This is an intriguing strat, to say the least.
To say the least. Bomb is down as well. Alistair's missed 1, but he'll pick up the 2nd, and Blitz goes for the push, but gets dropped by Pex. Pex cleaning up 2 and 3 for him as round number 12 finishes up.
Yeah, so you could see there, bomb got pushed through B ramp. I was expecting perhaps like a double fake sent sort of thing where the smokes went out through B ramp, the flashes went over, and then the Ivy push comes through. Turns out Chiefs, they snuffed it out, they worked it out, and 10-2 is our resulting scoreline. So you can see, straight off the bat, it's a full buy here, and again, it's those 20-second fast rounds. Smokes onto the Molotovs to get themselves out, and look at Stat and Andy, 2 picks apiece, and look at this, it's just continuous prowess.
It certainly is. Andy picking up 2 for himself here with the push onto side. Alistair is going to be watching the back of the plant, and will pick up Waif as he goes to move to watch Pop Dog. Ali smoked out, we'll see the flash, and Blitz is not going to opt to push him at Ivy.
Yeah, so right here, Funky Monkeys are in a pole position to take out this round. They love having those fast areas, but right here, Inns and Alistair are doing a fantastic job of retaking with 2 AWPs. Probably 2 of the most unconventional weapons for this kind of situation.
Oh, it certainly is. We're going to see the Kobe come out yet again, and the pickup of the AK means that Chiefs have a little bit more fire rate in order to take this out. Inns with the up and down, trying to dodge bullets there. Yori will pick up Inns, and Ali going to try and pick up some kills here. Stat will take him down, though. A valiant effort from Ali and Inns with the AWPs, but FM take out their 3rd round of the game and are set to try and push this to at least a 10-5.
Yeah, you're hoping so. And, I mean, right there were some great signs there for Funky Monkeys. You could see Stat and Andy, those entry frags were impeccable. It's exactly what you need to get yourselves back into this game. 10-5 scoreline, not the end of the world. 11-4 or 12-3, we could be seeing another story.
And we're going to see this is looking for B here from Funky Monkeys. Yori going to be faking out with some utility on A and covering it up as he will look to push it. Yeah, and he moves through.
You can see here, the A smokes are thrown, so you can see there's a philosophy being shown here from Funky Monkeys, an understanding of train. And look at this, they go out raw onto that B bomb site after the pick of Yori. And look at this is fantastic stuff from Funky Monkeys at the moment.
It certainly is, but good use of utility means that Molotov goes down and the bomb will get planted after considerable damage. Alistair and Tux, the last ones left. Tux has picked up Yori already on the A site and is now the 2v4. They're going to play smart here, the Chiefs, knowing that they're heading to the final round of the half. Next round, they're going to leave this 10-4 for FM, allows them to move back to Ivy. A great holding spot for Chiefs as well, playing long angles. And it'll be up to Funky Monkeys to try and strip them of these weapons and give Chiefs a harder time heading into round number 15.
Yeah, Chiefs, pretty early on there, just want to pack things up. It's pretty concluded round, especially on that B-bomb site. It's so difficult to break into if you don't have the right utility. Right now, it's all about survivability here for Tux and Alistair. Great pick there from Ali. It's going to get them the 2 alive coming into this 15th round. And wisely so. You can see the economy here. Malta and Pex barely able to buy for themselves. Now those 2 drops can come in, and now we get to see a 50-50 fight.
And the M4 buys using up all of that cash. It's going to be the AWP left on Alistair with M4s on the remaining Chiefs players. And out comes once again that utility. They're using it, making sure that they prevent the push onto the site. And the hold here from Inns in Pop Dog. He's going to be looking to prevent any push from the drop down. Funky Monkeys have really enjoyed that position.
Yeah, they certainly have. And I mean, if we can see the same things from the first buy round from Stat here, then we certainly can. And this is exactly... Well, I mean, where was this? where was this T side from Funky Monkeys? Had this came earlier, we would be seeing some fantastic scorelines. We
certainly would have. Pex is going to get up there with a good kill to get Andy and looks for Wave, but will not find it. The round going to Funky Monkeys, but the half to Chiefs as they close it out 10-5. FM bringing through a round win here, and honestly, like you said, where was it? I mean, they pushed B far too many times.
Yeah, and more importantly, they pushed B raw. They pushed B with no utilities or smokes, which made things very difficult and very easy for Chiefs.
I mean, B is essentially two funnels. Like, when you look at the A site, it's a lot more open for a raw push. Exactly. Because you've got those carriages right in front of you as you move out with 3 options to move around them, over, left, or right, entering A. Plus, you've got Pop Dog. So, moving on to the A site raw is a lot easier. But B, you've got 2 funnels. You have a ramp that is at your very big disadvantage. And, of course, you've got up top where, if anyone's watching there, you'll be taken.
And heading into this second half, you can see Funky Monkeys, this would be a great start for them to get this pistol around, launch a comeback, launch their momentum back into that positive area. But right now, it's all up to Waif, I believe, because we can actually see a B push coming through. What a great flush there. Stat actually picking up that frag, though, and this is a great beginning to Funky Monkeys right now.
Certainly his Chiefs are playing it smart, though. They sent Pex out that way to see if he could take over the B site, and they've got information that there are Funky Monkeys waiting there and playing it hard. Blitz moving back now towards the ladder, and Waif will pick up Tux. Looks for Alistair as well and takes him. That's Waif picking up 3. That's Malta down, and will be looking for the 4th. Ins moving back. Waif going to push up on him and gets it. The 4K in round number 16 with the pistol.
That is certainly a highlight moment there for Funky Monkeys. So now, heading into 10-6 scoreline, this is the start that Funky Monkeys pretty much needed, because, you know, being 5 rounds down on that CT side, yeah, sure, there is room, there is time to, you know, bring it back, but that pistol round just makes it ever so reassuring here.
Certainly does. 10-6 is now the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, here for the second half of the AOC CyberGamer Premier League match-up between Chiefs Esports Club and Funky Monkeys. Malta pushing Ivy here. May have seen Andy shoulder peek there. Andy with utility and the knife out, trying to get some information in Ivy. We'll not be getting any yet. Now we've seen him. He's there.
Oh, you got to be careful with that Tech 9. You know, two hits in the head and you're pretty much done at that distance. So Funky Monkeys wisely setting up the crossfire towards Ivy, but that's not going to stop Alistair and Malta. Look at those 2 picks.
Big picks on the A side here. Malta, of course, in Ivy getting one. And that will open up the map for the Chiefs, despite them being on the eco with pistol by 3 Deagles in their hands. Looking for long range here. Ali going for a shot on Yorimato, but will not find him. Blitz is waiting in the corner for the push. Yori pushing back towards Connector. Will be trying to get out of the way here. Alistair still searching for him. Malta pokes out and finds one. Going to look for the rebound off the wall with the incendiary. Makes him move down and will be picked up by Ins with 2 Deagle kills on Yori and Blitz. It's up to Stat now with the M4, who's pushing down. And it's going to be the push from Ins. He's going to go down to Stat. Malta fires back. Stat trying to pick up the kill here. Malta going to go for the poke, and Stat, he should not have poked that one. He was overconfident. Should have waited for Stat to try and come to him. He's playing with a pistol. He needs to be playing close angles.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tall order for Stat, but so far so good. He's made his way 2 entries in. Unfortunately, though, the time is ticking down. Is he going to look to the left?
Oh, no. Played that corner, not sharp enough as he goes to look behind the shed. And there is not going to be anyone there. Chiefs picking up the round, and it was honestly a good hold from Chiefs. Stat did very well to try and break that, though.
And, you know, even going back towards the start of that, you could see there was a double pick there early on from Alistair and Malta, both at A, and yet they still decided to keep things slow. And that's where you can really see the experience shining through here for Chiefs. They were up in a 5 versus 3 situation, and yet they keep things cool. But I'll tell you what is cool at the moment. Stat and everyone else on the Funky Monkeys side going for that push. This is actually panning out to be quite a favourable round.
Certainly is. Malta has to play this carefully if he wants to succeed and turn the tide. Waif is waiting, has backed out. Malta having a look here. They know that he has to be down in Pop Dog. They're waiting for him to come up. Malta playing the back angle here. Doesn't want to be tagged through the wall. And is looking to move up the ladder slowly. Yori watching it on his left. Waif on his right. That's going to be utility user. He's seen Yori there and he goes to jump off. Malta's just trying to play this carefully here. He's trying to look for whatever frags he can get. But But of course, bomb is down in the hands of Funky Monkeys, and they've played this hyper-aggressive round very, very well.
Absolutely. And the name of the game here for Funky Monkeys is to not make a mistake.
That's right.
That's pretty much where they are sitting at right now. For Malta to get these 3 kills in such a close quarters combat zone is going to be pretty tricky so long as Funky Monkeys stick together, play their crossfires, and guard that bomb.
Waif is looking at the bomb. Yori playing back. Malta has to turn and pick up Waif immediately. And Waif has seen him. Malta is going to be moving towards the site and gets the Molotov down. He'll get an easy plant here available to him as the Funky Monkeys push through. Malta needs to get in position now before they push out and see him. And they have seen him. They've fired off a shot. He's waiting on the right-hand side. Not sure where they're pushing him. We'll see them up the top. Goes for one. Looks to pick up the second. And it's going to be Stat pushing him. And gets Stat as well. This could be the clutch. 1v3. Malta going to be reloading. Not quite yet. He's waiting for the push from Yorimato. Yori moving down here. Malta will see his back end and takes the kill. A 1v3 clutch. And the man from Malta is to be reckoned with.
He certainly is. And Malta just really just showing us what's what at this moment. I mean, in my eyes, that was just an absolutely unwinnable scenario there. There was one little gimmick, one little crack within the defense of Funky Monkeys, and it was the bomb. And Malta, he took it and he ran with it.
He certainly did. And what a turnaround for the Chiefs there. Malta smashing that round with the UMP.
Yeah, and you can see here, it's going to be so crippling here for Funky Monkeys, being 12-6 down, nearly 19 rounds into the game. Stat, you know, a bit of a consolation frag at the moment with that USPS. Can he make anything more of it, though? That's the real question. He certainly might be able to. No! Gets a huge frag, or lots of damage, rather, onto Alistair there. But, again, it's cool, calm, collected Chiefs doing what they do best and staying composed.
The kill coming out. That's Alistair down. Inns picking up the return. And Andy grabs Tux. It's the trades coming out across the map. Inns will get Andy. And we'll pick up Blitz as well to finish this round out for the Chiefs.
Yeah, so, you know, despite losing 3 players in that round, I mean, it's the round that matters at this point. Because you can see the scoreline. It's getting ever so more increasingly difficult here for Funky Monkeys. You know, at this moment, Chiefs don't care if they keep 1 person alive or 5 alive at this point. Because they are just 3 rounds away from clinching this game. So, I mean, right there, Chiefs shouldn't have a worry at all. If anything, they should be proud of themselves getting that round and moving into this 20th round. Just keeping the same things going on over and over again.
Malta with the drop here backed in by Inns. Pop Dog is clear, nobody there waiting for them, but they have made a lot of noise with no trade out. Waif is going to be seeing the angle here.
Ooh.
Not going to be able to shoot at them yet. Can't see them through the smoke, but was watching that perfect line. Chiefs playing their options very carefully. Alistair playing back in T-spawn, still waiting for an aggressive push from Funky Monkeys and over-aggression, and will not find it. And here comes the utility from the Chiefs on both sides, looking to establish control of one, and we'll have Alistair come through, pick up the bomb, and move to whichever site is best. Tux getting his nades out and ready. Yori waiting one side. There's the flash, and Yori fires out, gives away his position, and will be shot by Tux, but Stat gets the kill. Pex trading back. Yori now pushing out from connector. Pex moving further into the site, and this is a very good split push here. It will be Alistair moving over towards the B site. Pex picks up Yorimato as well, and Alistair is now down with the bomb to get it planted. Chiefs have executed a very good push onto this site, established control, and now need to hold it. Andy will pick up Alistair, and it is a 3v3 situation for this round.
Oh, great stuff there from Pex. Gonna keep things alive here for Chiefs. This retake is surely done for after just such an impressive play so far from Pex.
Pex is looking for the ace, though, and Blitz is the last man alive. He's going to flash out here and go for Inns. Inns rotating through connector. Blitz is going to try and pick up as many kills as he can on the way. Pex not going to get the ace in this round, and Blitz tries to run away as Inns picks him up. An easy AWP, but they will leave that. The Chiefs not going to play double AWP on the T side, and that's something I can respect. Yeah,
and I think Blitz turning the wrong corner there late into that round, but, you know, nevertheless, it's again a 14th round there for Chiefs, and right there, I mean, Funky Monkeys were just rattled. They were completely bamboozled in that strat where it was basically a double fake towards that B bomb site, and at the end of the day, if you can show off those strats in such an impressive style, then yeah, it's going to get yourselves the round.
I mean, it helps when you've got the best pickup from SYF Gaming. Like, I mean, we went into CG Finals land, not sure how it would work, not sure how the boys had merged together for the last season. Pex showed up and smashed it. We're now seeing him perform very consistently well throughout this season already, and we're only 3 weeks in, so I can't disagree with the logic of Chiefs picking him up at the end of last season.
Absolutely not. And that just lends its hand to how Counter-Strike is as a game right now. What its meta is, in the sense that you can get just about 5 consistent fraggers and win yourselves pretty much every tournament there is in Australia.
That's right. If you can out-frag everyone, I mean, we talked about this, myself and NCAT. Realistically, a game of Counter-Strike is won when a team hits 80 frags. Like, that's a minimal win condition there. You get 16 rounds, by 5 kills a round, 80 frags, and you win. So if you're getting a team that can trade out better than they get traded, that's a win right there. It's going to be Pex picking up stat. He does take a lot of damage for that, down to 3 HP, and they will move back on the B site. No one rotating, though, and that'll be Ins falling down. Malta gets Yori, and going to get the Molotov out as well. Picks up a second. Andy going to look for the drop, and Malta picks up 3 here. He's going to look for the 4th on Blitz, sees him behind Electrical, and will get the 4K. The man from Malta is dominating in this game and puts them on match point.
Yeah, it's the man from Terminator at the moment, because he's just absolutely showing what's what here against Funky Monkeys. He's Rambo. He's doing all the great things. He's just, you know, getting those anti-eco frags, getting the clutches, getting the buy-round entry frags. Oh, I mean, what a beautiful human being.
He is a beautiful human being. I like seeing him on a barbecue, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's going to be the push from Chiefs. And that's Malta down to begin the round, but Tux and Pex will answer back, getting 2 for themselves, leaving Stat, Yori, and Blitz left up. Of course, the AWP still in Blitz's hands. Yori trying to see through the smoke, and Ins will go down, taking Stat down, sorry. Pex getting Yori. Blitz, the last man alive, will miss the shot and needs to try and do something with this last round, lest concede the map.
Yeah, the game is on his hands right now, and it's a very pressuring situation to be in, and it's not going to be successful. Ins clutching it out for the team, 16-6 for a scoreline. A
massive game coming out of the Chiefs, and we expect nothing less. Funky Monkeys put up a good fight, had some very good rounds, and some great executes as well that we saw on the B site, but they just couldn't quite take this one away.
Yeah, there were elements in that game where Funky Monkeys really showed, you know, us some impressive things. You know, at the start of the game, we were a little bit concerned about the utility usage. As that panned through the T side, it actually got a lot better. And then when those chaotic rounds came in, you know, the fast pushes towards T connector, you know, Funky Monkeys were able to start picking up rounds.
They certainly were.
But when you verse a team like Chiefs and they have that much versatility and fundamentals, they can just say, well, okay, you're going to do that. That's cool. We're just going to change things altogether, and we're still going to be 100% good at it.
That's right, and it's the flexibility that lends Chiefs to win more games, because they play to what their opponents cannot expect. They adjust, they rotate, and they change their play style to fit a winning strategy regardless of who they're playing, and that's just the next level.
Yeah, it certainly is. And, I mean, coming into Nuke, I mean, it's probably going to be a lot more of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Although, Funky Monkeys, what you can suspect or expect here is that this is their map pick. So, first and foremost, they're going to have things lined up.
I mean, I'm still feeling the Chiefs 2-0 right now, because that train performance was strong, but for Funky Monkeys' sake, let's hope they can pull Nuke back.
You know what? I'm going to jump on their side, 1-1.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
I'll do it.
I'm going to hold you to it. No changing your mind now.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I'm an interesting man. I like a good Cinderella story.
You'll pay that. And looking at the way that the last game was played out as well, big rounds. I mean, the second half was full of them. 4 out of 5 being for Chiefs, where someone carried with a 3 or 4K. And the last 2 rounds that we saw, Malta and Pex, 4Ks, Pex smashing it with the clutch, and Malta clutching it earlier than that as well. It was big rounds coming out from the boys over at Chiefs Esports Club.
Yeah, it's just showing that individual prowess. It's exactly, you look at every player on that roster, and you say, well, this guy can get a 5K and pretty much conclude the round within 20 seconds.
That's it. We are going to go to a short break now here on CyberGamer TV for the AOC CGPL winter season. My name's Judge, and I'm joined by Deadline. We'll see you back here for Nuke in just a moment.